guys, it's Shenita with the news, and I'm back with a new video. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to get kinky with that notification bell and turn that thing all the way on. Everything in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and everything in this video is created for entertainment purposes only. So now that we got that out the way, let's hop into some things. Love and Merge Huntsville Season 6. Let me know how you guys feel about this season. Now, this is going to be a rant because I'm behind, but I have been watching. And so I just want to talk about a couple of things that I've seen this season. All right, so let's get into it. Love and Merge Huntsville has been explosive these last 2 or 3 episodes. I want to get into Keke throwing the drink on Tasha. Okay. My thoughts. I think that the Scotts came to realize that Keke is going to keep talking. Okay. And so I think this barbecue was a setup to poke at Keke. All right. I want to say this, that the Scotts, it's basically the Scotts versus Keke at this point. As you know, Marsau and Tasha can't fight by themselves. Tasha is already weak mentally, and evidently she's weak in the swimming department as well. Okay, because homie almost drowned. Okay, in that glass of juice. I don't know what it was. Was it gin and juice? Okay, because y'all know y'all shouldn't have gave Keke no gin and juice if she has an addiction. Okay, allegedly. And that is no shade. All right, I want to say this. I think they set Keke up to poke at her. If you haven't seen one of the videos I did, giving advice to Keke Jabbar, I told Keke Jabbar that, she needed to get into anger management and she needed to get her anger under control because they know how to poke at you. And, at this point, you're on TV, your character and who you're showing up to be affects you. Everyday life, your character still is important, but it's not on a scale like this. And so you can't let these people bring you down. Your image is important, okay? They've already put out there that you've been on drugs. They've already put out there, all these nasty things about you. I think most are, fabricated, allegedly, in my opinion. And I think that they set this barbecue up knowing where Tasha and Keke were. Kimmy act like, oh no, did y'all have problems? Come on, Kimmy. We not even about to do this with phony Kimmy. One thing I just, I try to like Kimmy. Okay, I really have tried to like Kimmy, but in my opinion, allegedly, Kimmy is just as phony. Okay, just as phony as the yoni that fell in the toilet out of her vagina. All right, and that is what she said. Okay, and so instead of her being messy, she needs to tighten the walls of Jericho. Okay, because her husband has beat that cootie cat down to the point where it can't even hold on. Aww. It can't even hold on to the yoni egg, honey. And so anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. Like I said, this is a rant with slight ADHD. All right. Sometimes I get off a topic, but I'm going to come right back. All right. I'm going to come right back. As I was saying, I think the barbecue was a setup for Keke to poke at her. I feel like, what makes me feel like it was a setup, right, is because Keke comes in to this barbecue with very little food. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out, y'all done pulled out the Blackstone. Okay, what was on the Blackstone? All right, I ain't see a 2-liter soda. Like, what? This had to be a last minute barbecue. I ain't see a Save-A-Lot bag, and they do look like the type of people, the Scott, that go right to Aldi's. You know what I'm saying? And save a lot. You get where I'm going with it? You get where I'm going with it, because I don't feel like these people have any money. And I keep saying this. I don't see the glamour. I don't see the glitz. You know, a regular person will have to wait years to get a Jeep. But I'm not even going to go there right now. I'm going to get back to where I was. This was a setup for Keke, in my opinion. So Keke comes, try to speak to Tisha. Tisha didn't want to speak. Tisha leaves and walks off like the child that she is. But Tisha knows her cousin. And so y'all really be thinking that, you know, in this scene that Tisha was so right. But let me tell you something about family. We know what irritates and pokes and what we can do to get the reaction out of our cousins, mamas, sisters, and brothers. And she knew, if I ignore Keke, if I just ignore my cousin, I know what's going to happen. So ignoring Keke was a trigger, evidently. Okay? And they were prepared, in my opinion, for something to happen. And this is why I said to Keke, girl, get your attitude, your composure, and all that in control. Because the moment that people know what triggers you, and you give off the response, then they control you. And so that is exactly what happened. It allowed them to paint the narrative. She gave them the content. She gave it to them. They said, let me ignore her and watch. She gonna go off. Because I've never seen a person have a drink thrown in their face. Okay? Keke plucked that cup or threw that cup, and it felt like that cup was a big gulp cup. That's how much drink was in that cup. And after having that whole cup thrown on you, you from Basma now. You from Basma. You sat there looking a mess. Actually, I think the drink made her look better. All right, because she looked ashy before that. Okay, she looked ashy. Tisha looks a mess. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not hating. I would love to see Tisha in better fabrics. All right, I'm sick of seeing Tisha look a mess. A high booty mess. All right, what she had on at that barbecue, it looked like she took a white beater, stretched it out, cut some holes in it, okay, and took a pair of black dress pants and cut them up to the thigh. She looked a mess. Her hair looked a mess. She looked a mess. And this is what I'm saying about Tisha. Okay, for them to be acting like Tisha somehow is living the life that Keke wants. What life is Tisha living that anybody can be jealous of? Can somebody write the facts down for me? Did y'all see how reunion looked? Keke looked better at the last reunion, okay, than Tisha looks this damn reunion. So what are y'all talking about? Tisha looked like she get her outfits from Gallows. If there's even a Gallows still open. I don't know if you got to be from Baltimore. Rainbow. A Gallows is under Rainbow, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Tisha looks a mess. She needs a stylist. You are on, honey. Either you gonna have to put your best foot forward or get up off of here. Cause we can look at our broke friends looking like this. And I don't mean no harm. I got broke friends that dressing way better than us. Tisha looks a dingy mess. Period. And I hope she hears this. Somebody send it to her. You look a mess, girl. Pick it up. Every time Mel comes in a scene, what do I say? Every time Mel comes in a scene with Tisha, Tisha starts glitching. Okay? And make a bad bitch glitchy. Mel got the girls over there glitching and Miss Nell coming in looking better than the young girls. Are y'all kidding me? How in the world, and this is no shade to Miss Nell because I really like Nell. I really do. She's actually my second favorite under Mel. You know what I'm saying? Of course Mel is my favorite. Come on. I like quality now. Y'all can go on and be Team T and all that, but they are whack. All right, her and Kimmy are whack to me at this point. From how they dress, how they respond to their men, how they really aren't like girls. Because, you know, I love women who support each other. I even like Stormy more than Tisha and Kimmy, and she's new. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Stormy is way more relatable. But anyway, I feel like this barbecue really was created to diminish Keke Jabbar's character. And so that it would be a little bit more, you know, not believable, the things that come out of her mouth. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Keke was wrong. Okay, I'm going to give it to y'all. Keke was wrong for throwing a drink. Fine. But Marsau was wrong for what he said about Keke's addiction. And what Marsau does not realize is this. Sir, you are on a platform that a lot of people are looking at. Your ability to not be able to be sensitive to other people and what they may be going through, because whether people want to be honest or not about this, addiction is real. Almost everybody, and we can act like we don't know nobody who's addicted to something. Okay? Addiction is real. A lot of people have moms, dads, cousins, kids. Like, addiction does not discriminate. And so the way that Marsau is playing about Keke's addiction is disgusting to me, especially when your phony behind would run over there and have more sympathy for Stormy having a friend that allegedly is an addict or has had issues with addiction. Okay, we all know that you didn't run over there with your phony behind to go hug Stormy about what you was grilling her about 10 seconds before that. You just didn't want Courtney to beat your okay because you sent his wife home crying. Because I want to know how in the world you can want to go hug Stormy. Okay, you don't even like Stormy. She called you a B, called you out your name. You said that they didn't exist. So it's funny that Stormy is existing now. Isn't that hilarious how now Stormy exists, how she's getting a hug? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How are you sorry? The girl was literally sitting at the table talking about her friend and you were grilling her. Why doesn't she live with you? Why? Why is it that she doesn't live with you? Okay. The same reason why you don't want to tell us how much money you got at the Black Expo. That's why. All right. And so Marsau is full of crap. He don't want Courtney to put them hands on him. So he went over there and consoled her. Oh, Stormy. Oh, Stormy. Oh, Stormy. Oh, Stormy. You ain't even consoled Tisha after she had the drink thrown on her. You got to make it make sense. Did he hug Tisha not one time? He don't even hug Tisha when she cried. That's how you know it's full of crap. He just didn't want her to go home crying. And she had gotten home and said, Courtney, oh, he made me cry. He made me cry. He literally grilled me about, my friend, and then didn't even apologize. No, he didn't want that to go down. Because then the next scene would have been him laid out on a scratcher. And it's not a stretcher for him. It's a scratcher because he got hips. Okay? Now, I looked at him the other day. No shade. I looked at these scenes with Marsau and these jeans. And his hips are hipping. All right? His hips are hipping. And then I got to thinking, because this brain of mine it's a mess, the things that's be up in there. But I thought to myself, damn, he's shaped like somebody familiar, right? So I guess to thinking about it, and I said, oh my God, he is shaped like Takara. Y'all remember Takara Jones? He is shaped just like Takara, honey. Legs and hips and body, yaddy, yaddy. Anyway. And I want to say this. I'm going to get back where I was. Dang. Hold up, y'all. All right. I want to say this. Stormy is correct about him being a bit. All right. She is right about that. That's why his response to that was, yes, I'm a big one. You know what I'm saying? And so he's revealing to y'all that he thinks he is too. So I don't see what the problem is. I think it's because everybody else has a problem with it. Because in that moment, he didn't have a problem with it. It probably was Maurice who called him later on like, yo, you going to let her call you a B in front of all these people, son? You know what I'm saying? You going to let her say that to you on national TV? But I'm trying to figure out why Tisha didn't have the issue with, Stormy calling her husband a bit. I think it's because she thinks he's one too. Who better than to know that than her? At this point, is there makeup, and accessories being bought for both parties? But I digress. All right. So anyway, they set up Keke. Okay. Everybody's talking about how Keke and Kimmy, how Kimmy grabbed Keke aggressively. I'ma just say this. I've thought about it. Kimmy is from Be More Like Me. Keke better be grateful, okay, that she didn't get her whipped. Okay. And I want to say this. Y'all talking about, is Kimmy a mean girl? Yes, Kimmy's a mean girl. I've been told y'all Kimmy's a mean girl. Okay. Kimmy wants some smoke with somebody. Kimmy wants a moment. Kimmy has not had a moment in a moment. Kimmy wasn't even able to have her moment without it being about Maurice. Okay. Something else I want to touch on. So I have been paying attention to how, Kimmy has been moving when it comes to Mel, because I believe from the beginning she didn't like Mel. All right. Now I may be wrong. That's allegedly in my opinion, because I ain't got it. All right. And so, damn, my cat trying to listen. I'm recording, Bobo. Get out. He's begging y'all. Anyway, I believe that Kimmy on surface likes Mel, right? Some women can be very surface with you. But underneath that surface are other things. And I just believe that Kimmy is fighting to have a moment with the wrong people. Now, I watched him reveal this Jeep to Kimmy. Maurice bought Kimmy a Jeep. a Rubicon that is supposed to be rare, which I don't know what kind of Rubicon that would be, because I literally, anyway, so he bought Kimmy this Jeep. He surprised her. She said, "Oh, that's mine. Oh, that's mine." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, dang, girl, you are really letting this man dangle something as little as a Jeep over you. Not only did he like kind of force you out of your independence, you know what I'm saying? Now you letting him dangle a little Jeep over your head. And you get so excited. Oh my God, it's a Jeep. It's a Jeep that everyone can afford. Anyway. And that's why I'm saying that I feel like they are so average. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they are really average people. I don't feel, I feel like if I met like Kimmy and Maurice and Tisha, and everybody but Mel at this point, I wouldn't feel like I'm in a room with someone who has access. You know what I'm saying? Like Mel gives me that. Mel is that girl. Let's just put it out there. Melody Sheree is that girl. I want to say this. Love Mel. Okay. And if y'all haven't went over there to 7th Avenue and got some of that premier, top tier, luxury skincare, baby, you need to go get it. All right. Because you are definitely missing out on a great skincare routine at a very reasonable price. Okay. I think that her products are very reasonable. Okay. So support black business. You get where I'm going with it? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I told y'all this was a rant. Okay, I told y'all that this was a rant. Now, so, Maurice dangles this Jeep over Kimmy. Kimmy tries to use the Jeep to have a moment. I mean, I can just see through it. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy how Mel was so supportive and happy for Kimmy in that moment. Mel strikes me and always strikes me as someone who is happy for others, who is supportive no matter what. Like, she likes to see other people win. Okay? But it felt like the more Mel was cheering Kimmy on, the more aware Kimmy got that she wasn't having the attention all on her. And so Mel is a girl's girl. And she high-fived Kimmy, talked about going to Miami. And she was saying, act bad, act bad. And she was dancing. She was having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And Kimmy pulled off while Mel was still hanging on to the car. And I want to say this. A lot of people may say that I'm reaching. All right. But even Kimmy's friend that was sitting in the vehicle gave her a look like, wow, like, oh my God. And so Kimmy is nasty. Kimmy is nasty. I will never like Kimmy. Kimmy was mean before the cancer, in my opinion, allegedly. And I'm just like, damn, does cancer not make you like more of a humble being? Does it not make you nicer? I would just think if I went through that, that I would come from more of a space of gratefulness and happiness, and like my energy would just be so pure and positive, right? But why would I believe that? Because people almost die and don't change, right? And so I don't believe that, even the experience that she has had the life altering, life changing, and almost life ending situation with having cancer has made her any nicer, allegedly, in my opinion. And I'm going to leave that right there. I want to say this to Melody Sheree: keep being a bright beacon of light for other women, for other people, period. Don't just keep your eye, Melody Sheree, on these girls and these men that you are surrounded by. Trust no one, honey. I don't trust no one. Okay. I'm learning at my good old age of 38, honey, that you can't trust anybody, especially when you are tapped in, turned on, and into yourself. People start to hate on you. People start to despise you and things like that, because when your light is shining and that smile is on your face and you can dance for others and clap for others, people get really jealous about that, because they look at you. Why are you so happy? Why are you so unbothered? Why is the light always on you? Well, the light is always going to attract itself to light. And that's all I got to say. If you want the light to shine, honey, you got to shine your own beacon of positive light. Okay? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm putting out there. Now, something else that I did want to talk about, other than Kimmy being a mean girl and a nasty wench, in my opinion, we get a urinalysis versus, okay, a urinalysis versus a lie detector test. Now, you know, Marsau has been talking about Keke taking a piss test, all right, to prove whether she's on that smack or not. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to say this. I do not make fun of addiction. Addiction is real. Okay. People have their reasons. And a lot of people in the world are dealing with some form of addiction. If you think that you have an issue with addiction, I need you to consider rehabilitating yourself, because it is very important to get those tools to deal with what you're going through. Okay. And so I just want to put that out there, that Shenita with the news is a advocate for therapy, not only mentally, okay, physically. All right. And we also are a advocate for rehabilitation and addiction. All right. And so I would never, ever make a mockery of addiction. You know what's crazy though? Now, this is a sidebar. All right. Martell had a nerve to speak on Keke's, alleged addiction, right? But how many times have we seen somebody's mama sucking a bottle back? All right, okay, and so that is just absolutely crazy to me. I found that to be wild. Okay, y'all need to go watch that episode where Mr. Holt had all this to say about somebody's addiction. Ain't his daddy, or wasn't his daddy, addicted to drugs allegedly? I'm not sure. Write down in the comment section. Maybe I'm imagining things, but it's crazy how people can be able to relate. And I think that's what this show has like an issue with, is that people always try to act better than, or like they can't relate to things, when the way to get the people's views and clicks is to be relatable. Like, are y'all stupid or are y'all dumb? So Mel pulls up on Keke. Keke goes to the storage facility to see what she can move into their new home. All right. Um, listen. Love Keke. I want to say this. I'm rooting for Keke, but I'm gonna need Keke to be a little bit more transparent. I know that she has been, but I would love to see Keke just give it all. Okay, because that is where her power is gonna be. Her power is gonna be being the most transparent, because what we're missing is that when it comes to this show. These idiots are trying to hide everything and lie about everything and then wonder why people don't relate to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just be yourself. Just be honest. If you aren't successful right now and you're in the phase of life where you're rebuilding, show us that. Like, what is the worst thing that could happen? Right? This is reality TV. It has to feel a little real. Because once it starts feeling a little love and hip hop-ish, them ratings are going to go down. This is not love and hip hop. All right. And so we need some more. This is supposed to be an unscripted, more real feel. This is why I like Love and Marriage Huntsville. It feels the most real. It feels the most real when I watch it. You know what I'm saying? But with people faking and lying, it's starting to, it's starting to feel really fake. And I don't know why some of these cast members don't understand that we know and we feel when you're not telling the truth. Okay. But anyway, we get a P test for a lie detector test. I'm here for it. Mel pulls up at the storage. Okay. Because everybody needs Mel. Everybody needs Mel. Damn, I thought Mel took a break this season. They still want to talk about Mel. Damn, it got to be hard to be the star. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be hard to be beaming all day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Mel pulls up on Keke at the storage facility. Okay. Rolls up. Mel says, listen, we need to shut him down, baby. Okay? I need you to take this piss test. I got it right here. Okay? We can take it right now. And then Keke throws a wrench in that thing and said, I'll take this piss test if they take a lie detector test. And by the way, I don't think that Marsau should be the only person who takes that lie detector test. I'm going to need Tisha to take a lie detector test too. I have, a friend that is a compulsive liar, and she reminds me a lot of Tisha. You know what I'm saying? Tisha reminds me of one of them little girls that had to lie about everything so they wouldn't get a beating. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to need Tisha to take a lie detector test too. Because I feel like Tisha is lying about a lot. It was exposed that Tisha didn't really like Keke's husband, even though she sat right on camera with her eyes rolling up in the back of her head because she was clearly telling a lie, allegedly. She had to process the lie, and so her eyes roll all the way back. I just love him. Girl, daggone well you don't like that man. And see, that's what I'm saying about Tisha. Instead of just being real, instead of just being like, girl, I ain't never liked her, really liked her, barely liked the man, okay? That would give me life. I think people want to like Tisha, but she's just not real. She's just not real. And so her fans are probably people who are delusional or are in like abusive situations, or maybe people who have low self-esteem, because you usually flock to, when it comes to reality TV, and this is really how I feel, the people that you root for and really like speak to you, okay? And there's nothing about Tisha that I can relate to. You know what I'm saying? I can't be controlled. None of that. I can't relate to Tisha. So if you're relating to Tisha with all that we know about Tisha, you might need to sit down and do an evaluation on yourself. It's either that you're relating to Tisha, you know what I'm saying, or you're feeling sorry for Tisha. And even in that, you have to be easily manipulated to fall for Tisha ain't even good at acting or lying, okay, in my opinion. But I digress. Moving on. We get a piss test, okay, for a lie detector. I'm here for it. Yes. Give me the receipts. Where's the lab core? All right. I'ma need it all. Okay, and I'm going to tell you this. Whoever comes out to be telling the truth is who will believe a little bit more. Okay, now I do feel like everybody's lying. All right, no shade. Now I don't know if Keke is clean. That ain't none of my business. Okay, but we don't know if Keke is clean. Keke could be saving herself a little bit of time, all right, to drink some fluids and get it up out of her. I'm just keeping it 100 now. I'm just saying what the people might be saying, all right, and what I might be saying to myself, all right. I ain't even gonna blame the people completely. I'm just saying. I want to see what happens. Okay, now we did get a flash, at the end of the episode where Keke was spilling a lot of Lipton. Keke was spilling the beans. No chili con carne. All right. She was letting the people know, and Stormy, what Tisha allegedly was saying about those products over there at Canvas Beauty. Oh my God. Will Tisha be exposed? Will Tisha be being exposed further? I'm here for it, Keke. Keep everybody honest. All right. Is Keke the new bone collector? I feel like Keke is doing Tiffany's job times 1,000 right now. We need Keke. All right. We need Keke. All right. So let me know how you guys feel about this new season and these new, episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6, honey. How y'all feeling about it? Okay. Listen, we can all agree to disagree down in the chat. Everyone has an opinion. All right. And everybody is allowed to feel how they want to feel. Okay. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm just here to have the conversation, honey. All right. And so I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. I need you to share this video. Turn that notification bell on so you know when I'm coming up on the U of the 2. Sending everyone my love. All right. Stay positive, right? Let's keep ourselves in a positive place. Okay. And positivity does not mean that you can't cuss her out. Okay. Sometimes you got to put that positivity to the side and check her out. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You're all I want, you're all I need. I hate it when we go. Promise you